Hello, my dear students. This is Mrs. Shaimah Gharib and today's lesson about multiplying and dividing integers. First, let's start by revising some rules before you watch any video. You have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own. Then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. Multiplying a negative number by another negative number. The product in this case will be a positive number. Let's see an example. So if I have a negative number multiplied by another negative number, then the product or the answer will be a positive number. The first example here, negative 3 times negative 4. So 3 times 4 equals 12. And when we multiply two negative numbers, the answer will be positive. Then the answer will be positive 12, which is 12. Negative 5 times negative 7, the answer will be a positive number, which is 5 times 7, 35. So it will be 35. Negative 8 times negative 1, the answer will be positive, and 8 times 1 gives 8. Is this clear? What if we have one negative number and one positive number multiplied by each other? So when we have a negative number multiplied by a positive number, the answer is a negative number. Let's see examples. If I have negative 3 times 4, so 3 times 4 is 12, but because I have a negative number multiplied by a positive number, then the answer must be negative number. So it will be negative 12. 0.5 times negative 10. So I have a positive number, which is decimal number, times a negative number, then the answer must be a negative number. When you multiply 0.5 times 10, the answer is 5. But in this case will be negative 5. 8 times negative 1 gives negative 8. So you have to remember that when we multiply two negative numbers, the answer is positive. When we multiply a negative number by a positive number, the answer is negative number. Now let's see division. When we divide a negative number by another negative number, the answer is positive. It's same as the multiplication rules exactly. So let's see examples. Negative 33 divided by negative 3, the answer is positive, which is 11. Negative 45 divided by negative 100, the answer is positive, which is 0.45. Negative 68 divided by negative 4, the answer is positive, which is 17. Is this clear? So when we divide two negative numbers, the answer is a positive number. What if I have a negative number divided by a positive number, or a positive number divided by a negative number? In this case, as we said before, it's same rule as multiplication, so the answer will be negative number. Let's see examples. Negative 32 divided by 4, the answer is a negative number, which is negative 8. 50 divided by negative 5, the answer is a negative number, which is negative 10. 68 divided by negative 1, the answer is a negative number, which is negative 68. Is this clear? So let's have some different examples. Look at the first example here. We have three numbers multiplied by each other. 5 times negative 2 times 2. Okay, So let's do it step by step. The first number is a positive number multiplied by a negative number. In this case, the answer is negative. Negative what? Which number? 5 times 2, 10. So these two numbers together will give me negative 10. Now, negative 10 multiplied by 2, which is a negative number multiplied by a positive number, then the answer will be negative 20. Is this clear? Second one, I have a negative number multiplied by negative multiplied by negative. So negative 2 multiplied by negative 3 together gives 6, because negative times negative gives positive. Then the 6 multiplied by negative 3, so the answer will be negative 18. Now let's see the next example. I have 4 negative numbers multiplied by each other. Negative 2 times negative 3 gives 6. Negative 3 times negative 2 gives 6. 6 times 6 gives 36. So when I have 4 negative numbers multiplied by each other or in the sentence, the answer is a positive number. Negative 2 times negative 7 times 2. So the first two numbers together gives a positive number, which is 14. 14 times 2 gives 28. So what do you notice here? In the first sentence, I have only one negative number. Let me erase first to make it more clear. In the first sentence, we have only one negative number. The answer is a negative number. In the second sentence, I have 3 negative numbers. The answer is a negative number. In the third sentence, I have 4 negative numbers. In this case, the answer was a positive number. And in the last sentence, I have only 2 negative numbers multiplied by each other. And the answer is a positive. Can we find the rule here? Yes. If there is an even number of negative integers in the sentence, the answer in this case will be a positive number. So if I have 2 negative numbers in the sentence, as this case, or 4 negative numbers in the sentence, your answer must be a positive number. What else? If I have an odd number of negative integers in the sentence, the answer will be always negative number. Same as the first two examples. In the first example, I have 1 negative number. In the second example, I have 3 negative numbers. So if I have 1 negative number, or 3, or 5, or 7, or 9 negative numbers in the sentence, the answer will be a negative number. Is this clear? Now let's sum up what did we learn today. We learned rules about multiplying integers. So when I have 2 negative integers multiplied by each other, the answer is positive. If one of the integers is negative and the other one is positive, the answer is negative. Same exactly in the division. If I divide 2 negative integers, the answer is always positive. If one of the numbers is negative and the other one is positive, the answer is always negative. Is this clear? Same rules for multiplication and addition. And we said that if there is an even number of negative integers in the sentence, the answer will be positive. And if there is an odd number of integers in the sentence, the answer will be negative. And this for multiplication, of course. Questions time. Are you ready? Let's have some practice on what we learned today. Look at these examples. I want all of you to try to solve it on your own. Then you check your answer with the video. The first example here, -3 times -6. So the answer will be, yes, positive. -36 divided by 4, the answer will be -9. 9 times -7, the answer will be -63. -32 divided by -4, the answer will be 8. -8 times 6, the answer will be -48. 64 divided by -4, the answer will be a negative number, which is -16. In the second column, -7 times -6 equals 42, a positive number. -75 divided by 10 equals -7.5. 0.3 times -10 gives -3. -39 divided by -100, the answer will be positive 0.39. -0.07 times 1000, the answer will be -70. 9 divided by -1000 will be -0.009. Now look at these examples and let's do it together. -3 times -6 times 2. We have two negative numbers. The answer will be positive. 3 times 6, 18. 18 times 2 equals 36. 9 times -2 times 2. There is one negative number in the multiplication sentence. Then the answer will be negative. 9 times 2 equals 18. 18 times 2 equals 36. But this time it will be -36. -2 times -6 times -3. Three negative numbers in the sentence. The answer will be negative. 2 times 6, 12. 12 times 3, also 36. Then the answer will be -36. The last question here, 2 times -4 times -5 times -2. There are three negative numbers in the sentence. Then the answer will be negative. Let's check the number. 2 times 4 equals 8. 8 times 5 equals 40. 40 times 2 equals 80. Then the answer will be -80. This is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Now let's sum up what did we learn today. We said when we multiply or when we divide two negative integers, the answer is always positive. When we multiply or divide one negative integer with one positive integer, the answer is always negative. Is this clear? And we also said in multiplication, if there is an even number of negative integers, the answer is always positive number. And if there is an odd number of negative integers, the answer will be always negative number. Now, let's have some questions. Are you ready? I want all of you to try to do these questions on your own. Then you check your answer with the video. Are you ready? Here is all the questions. The first question, -3 times -6. The answer is 18, which is a positive number. Negative 36 divided by 4, the answer must be a negative number, which is negative 9. 9 times a negative 7, the answer will be a negative number, which is negative 63. Negative 32 divided by negative 4, the answer will be positive, which is 8. Negative 8 times 6, the answer will be negative, which is negative 48. 64 divided by negative 4, the answer will be negative, which is negative 16. Negative 7 times negative 6, the answer will be a positive number, which is 42. Negative 75 divided by 10, the answer will be a negative decimal number, which is negative 7.5. 0.3 times negative 10, the answer will be negative 3. Negative 39 divided by negative 100, the answer will be positive number, which is 0.39. Negative 0.07 times 1000, the answer will be a negative number, which is negative 70. 9 divided by negative 1000, the answer will be a negative number, which is negative 0.009. Now, look at this type of questions. In these questions, we have more than 2 numbers in the sentence. Let's look at the first example here. We have negative 3 times negative 6 times 2. So, negative 3, we'll do it step by step. Negative 3 times negative 6, the answer is 18, which is a positive number. 18 times 2 equals 36. Then the answer will be 36. Second one, the first 2 numbers together gives negative 18. Then negative 18 times 2 gives negative 36. The first 2 numbers together, negative 2 times negative 6. The answer is 12, which is a positive number. Then 12 times negative 3 equals negative 36. The last example, we have the 2 numbers together gives negative 8. The second 2 numbers together gives 10. Negative 5 times negative 2 gives 10. 2 times negative 4 gives negative 8. Now multiply. Negative 8 times 10 gives negative 80. Is this clear? This will be the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching and see you soon.